Today, we're going to explore the emotional side of downsizing for 50 plus movers, why it happens, and how to navigate it with confidence. When people in the 50 plus demographic begin to downsize, they often focus on the practical steps such as decluttering, selling their home, choosing their next property, and preparing for a new lifestyle. But after helping countless clients through this journey, I can say with confidence that the emotional side of downsizing is the number one challenge most people never see coming. Whether you're downsizing to simplify life, reduce maintenance, relocate to another community, or embrace a new chapter in retirement, the emotional experience tends to catch even the most prepared movers by surprise. Let's explore why that happens and how you can navigate it more smoothly. For many 50 plus movers, downsizing isn't just a real estate decision, it's a major life transition. The home you've lived in for years, sometimes decades, holds layers of memories, routines, and meaning. When you begin sorting through belongings room by room, you're not simply organizing, you're revisiting your history. This emotional layer is absolutely normal. In fact, it's one of the most common parts of the downsizing process for retirees, empty nesters, couples, and those on their own planning a lifestyle shift. People often tell me, I didn't expect to feel this attached until I started packing. The memories just hit me out of nowhere. I thought I was ready until I opened the first box of old photos. Your home is part of your identity, and acknowledging that transition is part of a healthy downsizing process. At the start, most people feel motivated and ready. They think, we've talked about downsizing for years, it's time. You begin with the easy categories: duplicates of kitchen items, linens, books you forgot you ever owned, and maybe even the four slow cookers or the 200 screwdrivers that mysteriously multiplied through the years. But the emotional moment tends to appear when you sort through sentimental items. You walk through your home knowing change is coming. You picture yourself in your next chapter. You realize this move marks the end of a meaningful season of life. This emotional shift is especially common for those homeowners transitioning towards retirement living or choosing a community with less upkeep and more lifestyle freedom. How to manage the emotional side of downsizing without feeling overwhelmed. To help the 50 plus downsizers navigate this stage with confidence, I always recommend a few practical strategies that keep the process steady and supportive. Number one, start with non sentimental items. Ease into the downsizing experience. Begin with practical items before tackling anything that carries emotional weight. Reconnect with your why for downsizing. Your motivation, whether it's freedom, financial flexibility, wellness, a simpler home, or a move to a lifestyle community. This will help you stay grounded when emotions arise. Share the story behind items. Telling stories behind your belongings, whether with a family, a spouse, or even a downsizing specialist, it helps you honor your memories without holding on to unnecessary items. Take breaks and give yourself grace. Emotion doesn't indicate failure, it indicates a life well lived. Step back when you need it. Take a walk. Enjoy a coffee. Breathe. Visualize your next lifestyle. For many 50 plus movers, the future holds less stress, more travel, better walkability, community amenities, or simply more you time. Keeping that future in view makes each decision easier. Why this emotional phase is actually a turning point. Here's something I noticed again and again in my work with 50 plus downsizers. Once people work through the emotional stage, not around it, they gain clarity and confidence. That's when downsizing shifts from feeling heavy to feeling hopeful. The moment someone says, I can picture myself in the next chapter, everything becomes lighter. Decisions become easier, motivation returns, and often excitement begins to grow. And yes, a little humor always helps. If we uncover a stack of greeting cards from 1983 or enough candles to survive several power outages, we take that moment to smile, breathe, and keep going. You're not alone in the emotional side of downsizing. Downsizing is one of the most meaningful lifestyle decisions you'll make, and it's completely normal to experience emotions along the way. This isn't just a move, it's a transition into a new chapter filled with new routines, new opportunities, and often new freedom. With the right guidance, a supportive approach, and a clear vision of your next home, the emotional side becomes not a barrier, but a bridge, one that leads to a simpler, more fulfilling lifestyle. We'll see you in the next round.